His name is Curt, a really funny guy, and this is his podcast, In the Wry. It's the In the Wry Podcast. Curt Fletcher.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's episode number 65, In the Wry Podcast with Curt Fletcher. I'm Curt Fletcher. How's everybody doing? Almost the end of February already. It's crazy. It's gone by pretty fast. I feel like it's been a good couple of last couple of weeks since I podcasted. I was out of town for a bit, and then just didn't feel like podcasting on other days. So I figure I'll podcast today. Yeah, I was out of town. I went to Fort Worth, Texas. Had some shows out there. I went a few days early to hang out with my buddy John, and man, Fort Worth's great. The club there, Hyenas, like I mentioned this on the last podcast, but it's one of the best clubs in the country. They always have great crowds, and this time was no different. We had three of the four shows sold out. Friday late show did not, but it was still a really fun crowd. Friday late shows are typically hit or miss in comedy, but I kind of like them, even when I eat shit, it's kind of fun I just like to fuck around and say some fucked up shit. So I figure Friday late show is the time to do that. And sometimes Saturday late show too. Yeah, so the shows were awesome. Got some good clips from the weekend. I'll add them on here so you can see them. I've added some on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram and whatnot. And, but I'll add some on here. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The Saturday late show was probably my best show of the week. And I started doing these jokes about Jesus. I do an impression of Jesus doing stand-up. And it usually doesn't go over very well, but I like doing it just to, I don't know why. I think it's funny. And it didn't like bomb, but it killed some of my momentum that I had going. And a couple of the girls in the front row did not like it at all. Which I don't give a shit. It's only a little bit of my act anyway. And I was able to get the crowd back anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, those chicks were kind of annoying though. They were talking throughout Tim's set, and I need a haircut. They were talking through Tim's set, and they're just being annoying and stuff. It's like, get over it. Really not gonna like this one. I do an impression of Jesus doing stand-up. Yeah, Jesus Christ, by the way. Not the guy that works at Home Depot. I know. That just sounds racist though when I do that. So this is Jesus Christ from the Bible and other things. Doing stand-up comedy. God, I hope you guys like this. I just got crucified the other day. Boy, my arm's tired. Yeah. Like 3 people laughed. The rest of you were like, what the heck? I know I'm probably going to hell for telling that joke, and that's fine, yeah. But part of me thinks is like, well, maybe I will go to heaven, and they'll be like, hey, Jesus wants to talk to you. And I go into his office. I don't know how heaven works, and he's probably got an office. He's Jesus, And I just picture, this is my dream anyway, like I go in there and Jesus is like, that impression was spot on, dude. Those people forward don't know shit. And then you guys will get to heaven and you'll hear his voice, you'll be like, man, that Curt guy. That's spot on. Yeah, the shows overall were great. The MC was awesome. His name is Wry. He's a Dallas guy, very funny. It was cool to work with Tim Gaither again. I hadn't seen him in a few months, so it's cool to see him working on new material. He had some really good stuff that I hadn't seen him do before, so that was cool. And yeah, it's cool seeing some old friends and things like that. So overall, the week went really well. Pretty happy about it. And then flew home on Sunday for the one-liner competition, and I got knocked out in the first round. I probably told the wrong joke. As soon as I started telling the joke, I was like, yeah, that might not go over very well, but I don't care. It was a fun time. It was a really cool competition, and it's cool to see pretty much the entire scene in the same building at the same time. Like, that never happens. So that was really cool. And congrats to the winner, Josh Fournier. He did awesome. He beat Jake Otero in the finals. Jake's going to be on my podcast soon, so that'll be cool. Yeah, just a really cool night for Albuquerque comedy. We did it at the Launchpad, which is a very cool music venue. It's pretty small for a music venue. Good size for a comedy venue, but it's also kind of weird because like everybody's standing, like the whole crowd is standing the whole time. And I don't know if I've ever been to a comedy show where the whole crowd is standing like that. I guess maybe the time I performed under the freeway, but yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's kind of weird. But anyway, it was cool. It was packed. A lot of people got to see all the talent we have in Albuquerque, so that was cool. And it was cool to see comics who normally don't do one-liners, which is most of them, doing one-liners. So that was cool. Oh yeah, drink a lot of water. Trying to still lose weight. I'm still doing that. I'm down to like 220 right now, or 221-ish. So I'm down 12 pounds, I think, since the new year started. So still heading towards my goal, trying to get under 200 by my birthday. So I got about 3 weeks to go. I got to lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. Can I do it? Probably not, because I don't exercise. I should. I feel like it's going to get warmer, so I can start going outside more and shit, hopefully. But yeah, the one-liner contest was really fun. There's 64 comics total, and just a cool experience. I didn't get to see the whole show because it was so crazy in there. It was just, I had to stand towards the back, and I really didn't get to see much of it, except for everyone who was in my bracket, but it was cool. I did a couple other local shows in Albuquerque this week, too. I got a headline at Dry Heat Comedy Club downtown on Friday, and that was awesome. That was a super fun show. I'm trying to think of who was on it. It was Chuck Parker hosted. Chuck's awesome. I think he made the final four of the one-liner contest also. Libby was in it. Libby Tonning, I think is her name. She just started out. She's pretty new, but she had a really good set. A couple out-of-towners. I forget the guy from Denver. I think his name is Evan, but I could be wrong. And I'm sad that I don't remember because he's really funny. And then we had Jade Esteban Estrada from LA. Did really well. And then Elijah Williams, who's a local dude, did awesome. So, great crowd. It was pretty packed, only had, 5 or 6 empty seats probably. And then two guys ended up leaving during my set. I don't know if it's because of the Jesus jokes, but they didn't seem to like me very much, but I don't really care. Because everybody else seemed to have a good time. And then, man, what a cool venue too, Dry Heat is. It's a really small comedy club here in Albuquerque. And if you're ever coming through Albuquerque, hit them up and try and get some stage time or something. It's a cool little spot. It seats about 40 people, It's really tight, but it's just a cool spot to perform. The crowd's just like right there, very intimate, and it's cool. And Sarah and Kelly do an awesome job running the place. and it's just cool to have a designated area for comedy in Albuquerque. Um, we've needed it for a long time, so very cool. And it definitely helps the scene grow stronger, which I feel like it's the strongest it's ever been right now. So it's pretty cool. And it's awesome to, a lot of out of towners will always, compliment the scene, which I think is really cool. Saturday night, I had another fun show in town. It was at a brewery, Unhinged Brewery, which I had never even heard of. And it's way out, like on 98th and Central area. And it was kind of cool to perform over there. That's like one of the parts of town I've really never performed in. So it was cool. Phil Romero put that one together. And that was another fun lineup. It was, I think it was on that one. It was me headlining, and then Royal Wood was on it, and he did great. Caleb Mulkey did awesome. William Wheeler did great. Christian R did great. Phil was there. I feel like there was someone else, and I'm forgetting. Sorry if I did. Oh yeah, Davion. Davion. Is that his name? Davion. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. He was great. He did really good. Yeah, just a lot of fun shows going on in town. I'll like I said, I'll add some clips from Hyenas up on here so you can see them. I don't really have anything to promote this week. I don't have any. I've got one show coming up in March. I don't even know what the venue is yet. So it's going to be March 31st. I know that. I know it's in Albuquerque. So hopefully I'll record a podcast by then and promote it. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool being in Fort Worth. Got to hang out with my buddy John. We ended up watching Mark Maron's new special on HBO. That was the name of it. I'll have to look it up real quick. But it's really good. And I felt like it was his best special so far. I've seen anyway. I've seen a decent amount of his stuff, I think. So it's called From Bleak to Dark, and it's on HBO. And thought it was great. But I guess I've not always been a fan of Maron. I didn't really know who he was until later on, and I really liked his TV show. And I've always liked his podcast. I need to listen to more of it, but he's a great interviewer. He's always got great guests. One of my favorite ones is probably when he had Mike Judge on his podcast, because they both grew up in Albuquerque and they both knew a lot of the same people, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, Mark Maron's special is really good. I watched Jim Jeffries' new special, came out on Netflix. What was that one called? Yeah, I should have wrote all this shit down. I didn't. Jeffries' new special. Doesn't that's it? High and Dry. There it is. Yeah, that was really good. I don't know if it was his best one, but that was really good. I feel like some of his other stuff is probably better, but still is pretty good. And then last night I ended up watching Andrew Santino's Netflix special, and I don't know, didn't really make me laugh that much. Wasn't too impressed with it. I feel like he tries to sound like Bill Burr too much, and maybe that's not true, but it seemed like it to me. And I don't know how new he is to comedy. I know he was on that TV show on FX, Dave. And that's like the only thing I've ever seen him on. So I don't know if he's like a comedian, like he started doing comedy and then got an acting gig, or if he got an acting gig and kind of blew up and started to do comedy. I don't know. But I don't like it that much. there were some parts that were really funny, but didn't laugh a whole lot. But he's a ginger. That's cool. We need to stick together, I guess. Gingers in comedy. Man, I should have planned more. I don't really have a lot to say on this one, just like pretty much all the other ones. But I am gonna have some guests on. Probably in March I'll have some, like Jake Otero for sure, and then some other local comics that I haven't been on before. I'll probably have them on too. Because it's a good way for me to get to know the local comics. I usually see them like at an open mic or a show or something. Don't really get to like chat with them too much, so it'll be cool to get to know them a little better, see why they do comedy and where they're from and all that crap. And that'll be cool. And if you haven't listened to my other podcast, it's pretty fun. I do a podcast with Tim Gaither called Stop Stalling Podcast, and we just talk about college wrestling pretty much. And excuse me. So if you don't like college wrestling, it's probably going to be boring for you. But I don't know. We're pretty funny dudes, so it might be fun even if you don't like college wrestling. You go check it out. If you don't like it, then don't listen. Yeah. Man, okay. I ain't gonna end this because I got other shit to do. I am gonna record a one-liner album. I probably talked about that before. I decided that, or I came up with my album cover and everything, and I'll post that on here. I'm not sure when I'm gonna record that yet. I don't know if I want to do it with a live audience or not, because there's some. I don't know if I can memorize 110 jokes in a row the way I want it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But I don't want to I don't want to add laughter in either. I just want to, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay. That's it. You can follow me on all the social medias, YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and my website's funnyfletcher.com. I always post my new shows on there. I always post the podcast on there. Post videos on there from time to time, but most of my videos go up on YouTube. So if you want to see anything, go there. All right, that's it for episode 65. Might be another month before I record another one of these, but might be next week. Who knows? They're always going to be short like this because I never plan it. So, see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Jarrett Reddick and John Singleton for the music. Yeah. Get a blowjob and you won't get pregnant, I guess. Is that what you're getting at? Okay. See you after the show. Yeah, oh, she's a Mexican chick, so I like Are there Mexican chicks here? Yeah, alright, yeah. Mexican chicks are awesome. Sometimes it's kind of weird because, like, you'll be hooking up with a Mexican chick, like, you'll be, like, mid-coitus, and, like, yeah, coitus, that's a fun word. Yeah, you'll be, like, mid-coitus, and then you'll be, like, face-to-face with, like, a tattoo of one of their dead relatives. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it makes it come faster. Sorry about your abuelita. That's a cum squeegee. I bring a cum squeegee. Yeah, I don't want to make a mess, you know. Hey, I told you I'm a gentleman, you guys. Cum squeegee, yeah, I should sell those after the show. Not very good.
good businessman, but I gotta write that down. Not used ones, that'd be weird. Just pass them out to the fellas, you know. Did some social distance dating. Did you guys do any social distance dating? No? I did it. It was before the pandemic even. It was like the girl in an apartment, me with my binoculars like... That's why I came up with the idea for the cum squeeze. Get this out of my ginger belly for